happy Monday. Today is February 26th. I am off of work today because my birthday's Wednesday. So I took today to make a long weekend and thought I would come on here to just give you a little bit of an update. First things first, weigh-in update. Weighed in on Friday and I was down 0.3 pounds. I'm okay with that based on everything that happened. That brings my total for 2018 so far down 2.5 pounds. And I'm all right. It's slow. I'm okay with that. It's going in the right direction, right? So I did not track any food this month. Didn't write it down, not one time. Didn't track online, didn't do any of that. I had the stomach flu majority of the month. And then we had some devastating news this past week. So it has just been an emotional roller coaster. But you know as well as I do, when you have the stomach flu, it's all about what you can keep down. And that's what my main focus was. Also, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with this. Right now, in my last update, I had shared with you my blood work came back that now cholesterol was normal. All my blood ranges were normal. My QT interval is gone. So I'm at the healthiest that I have been, medically speaking, in years, maybe 5-6 years, since before I started my weight loss journey at all. And I would love to give credit to Weight Watchers for that, but all of last year, I really wasn't doing Weight Watchers. I would call it more of intuitive eating and trying to find what works for me. But irregardless, I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. I feel good about that, and I feel good about where I'm going to go going forward and how I'm going to do that. So, and it was a collective decision between me and Brett, and I feel really comfortable with that. Man, my hair is so dry. Do you guys get this dry hair in the winter too? It's horrible because I even put conditioner in, like, well, whatever. It is what it is. Our family's world got rocked this week. No joke. We found out on Monday morning that our niece had been missing, and the media had gotten a hold of it. We did a plea to the community for any information, and she was found, and her ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, had actually taken her life as well as his and one other person. So it's a tragedy. No parent should ever have to do this. She leaves behind 2 little girls, 1 year and 2 years old. She was 22 years old. And this is just devastating. You know, this is stuff that we watch on TV, not that it would ever happen to our family. And like I said, as a mom, I can't even. I have not really processed it yet. I'm sure that will come in time. Right now, we are getting ready for the funeral. It's still an ongoing investigation, and we hope that everybody involved will be brought to justice. So, but I have been quite quiet online because I don't believe this should be a public thing. Myself personally, I am dealing with it privately and prayerfully, and that's all I'm going to say about that. On a different note, we also have some good news. So hang on. I'll be right back. Surprise! This is Frankie. And we adopted him last week. He's 1 week at our house now. He is a pug dachshund mix that we rescued from a hoarder situation. He was going to be taken to a high kill shelter, and we saved him from that. He is 2 years old. You say hi, Frankie. Hi, buddy. He is 2 years old. He's got a cherry eye that we can fix surgically, but we will not be fixing it because it is more cosmetic than anything. It's not harming him. It never will harm him. So he's got that. He also has a spinal injury that our vet believes he received when he was smaller. When he came from this hoarder situation, there was 49 dogs total of all shapes and sizes and breeds, and he must have been stepped on by a bigger dog at some point in time and ended up with a spinal injury. So he does walk, but he walks a little bit crooked. He has never been inside of a house. He had always been an outside dog, and he weighs 9 pounds. So you can imagine this little guy had to fight for his life for 2 years. And he is just the sweetest little boy. He also has a dislocated kneecap, which our vet says is very common in smaller dogs. It is not hurting him in any way. He does not feel any pain. And if by chance that changes later on down the road, we will address it at that time. Other than that, he's in really good health. He had ear mites, but we treated that, and we also did a preventative on our dogs, and everybody got flea treatments just in case. He was dewormed, and he is just a little peanut. He still has to go. He still has to go and get fixed. He's gonna go take a nap now. He still has to go and get fixed. He did come with a runny nose. The runny nose is now gone, so we're happy about that. He is a family pet, and he is part of our pack mate now, but he was purchased for Marissa's birthday, and he is just such a great addition to our family. Just a sweet guy. But he is getting more vocal now. He knows his name. He follows our lab around. He loves our lab, and she loves him. So he is getting used to, she's teaching him the ropes, and he is getting used to this house. I think he now knows this is his forever home. He has found his spot. He has found his routine. He's doing well, and it has been a pleasure this week getting to know him, and God's grace this week with everything that has been going on. He has been just joyful to have. So I have a to-do list here of things to talk to you about, so now I can mark off 3 different things. Now I'm just going to jump right into my menu plan this week. It is going to be fairly easy. Tonight I am going to be making turkey pot pie with leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. Marissa has been asking for it for a while, and I never made it, so I'm gonna do that today since I'm home. Tomorrow I am going to make chili. I'm actually making it today for tomorrow because we have an appointment tomorrow night. And I'm making that with ground bison. Ground bison was on sale this week at my Aldi's, so I picked up a few pounds of that. Ground bison in chili is amazing. So that's what we're gonna be having tomorrow. And I am baking a fresh loaf of bread today. That will go with the chili. Wednesday, I am going to be making meatloaf balls, mashed potatoes, and some green beans. Thursday, we are just going to have pizza and salad. to make it really easy, because I have to go food shopping. Friday is the funeral, so I'm not sure what we're doing yet, and Saturday is still up in the air. And Sunday I have scalloped ham and potatoes on the menu. So, and I use the Pioneer Woman's recipe for that. Not the one with the heavy cream. I use the one with the milk. I use the milk version instead. Save myself some, points or whatnot somewhere. So that's what we are having. That's what's on our menu for this week. Going forward with this channel, I'm not sure. The blog, I took everything off of the blog. I think I left one post on the blog that was introducing myself, and everything is starting new. I have not decided if I'm going to change the channel name yet or not. Right now I'm going to keep it as is, and if there's any updates to that, I will let you know. I just think Just Drop That Cupcake encompasses a lot of things in my life, and it's not just food related. That cupcake could be anything. So what has been laying on my heart for actually quite a few years has been to be more self-sufficient. And meaning when natural disasters strike, I have had friends who have been down in Texas, in the Carolinas, in Florida, who have just been, by natural disasters, their family had been devastated. And it really brings to home here where I live. We have flooding. We are in Tornado Alley. We have blizzards. And I was thinking about it, and I had said, yeah, we'll be fine for a couple days, but that's about it. And I really have been thinking and talking to Brett about it, about becoming more self-sufficient and preparing more of a homestead here. So I already do some canning, but not as much as I should. I have things prepared, but not as much as I should. And that's going to be our main focus for the year, is putting aside some money for food storage and for tools that help us be more self-sufficient. We are going to get the yard prepared this year for next year's garden, and perhaps even 2 or 3 laying hens for eggs only. So just trying to be a little bit more self-sufficient. With that being said, what I've been doing is making most things from scratch. We are eating up what we have in the house, but going forward, we are going to rely on things that we make from scratch, and to stay away from the processed things. Anything I can make by myself, I will make by myself. So that is going to be a journey, because I am a newbie and I will be sharing that journey. I don't know if I'll be sharing it here, but I will be sharing it on my blog. So if that is something that you're interested in, to be more self-sufficient, to avoid, just to be prepared for natural disasters, for job loss, for anything devastating that could happen to your family, I don't think it's a bad idea. And I can share tips and tricks that I've learned through trial and error, that I have learned through research, that I've learned through speaking to other people who live like this full time. So I will be sharing all of that information on my blog. Where does that leave me with the weight loss? That leaves me in watching my portions. If I feel that my portions are getting out of control, or if I don't see a weight loss for a while, I most likely will go back to tracking everything. I'm going to be following right now what I've been doing, which is preparing foods homemade, eating food 80% in its natural state. Homemade food as natural as can possibly be, as God had intended, and nutritious food. Making sure that I'm getting vitamins, making sure I'm getting vegetables and fruit and red meat and poultry, and you need all of those vitamins. So I will be weighing in every Friday, and if I feel like the weight loss isn't coming fast enough, I may start journaling again just to see where the holdup is. I feel like by doing this, it's just going to be making a healthier version of me. And if the healthiest version of me is at the weight that I'm at now, then that's fine. I don't want to be 100 pounds lighter or 50 pounds lighter and be sick. I want to be the healthiest version of me now. And I found myself falling back into the Weight Watcher trap of fat-free, low-fat, and it's not natural food. It's what we feel as a family, and I have to do us, and everybody else has to do themselves, and that's what it is. For us to be the healthiest we can be, I'm in charge of that. I'm in charge of the food. I'm the food lady here, not just for the dogs, but for my family as well. So that's that. I don't know. I don't know if I'll say goodbye to Weight Watchers forever. Right now, our family just feels really strongly about this homesteading plan and being more self-sufficient, making things from scratch, and just kicking it back old school. This is what my grandparents did. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. This is something that they did. And my grandma's 96, you guys. There's a reason for that. So the whole point of this journey was not to be a certain size or a certain number on the scale. The whole point of this journey was to be the healthiest version of me. And that's what my goal is for this year, is the healthiest version of me. And if that means another 5 pounds lost, then that's what it is. I know I said I was going to stop saying but brain fog, you guys, just stressed out, anxiety-ridden brain fog. The panic attacks have gotten better. Haven't had any more. I'm still taking my medicine, but I'm doing okay. I feel put together. I feel good. We've been working on our decluttering projects. Like I said, I had been with anxiety. You are just paralyzed and can do nothing. I finally got it together, and we were able to do a lot of decluttering projects just this month alone. And the amount of trash is unbelievable. I mean, things that I had been saving that we would never use. I had a huge box for donation now twice. I have another one in the basement that's working. And just stuff, you guys. So I feel lighter that way. I feel really good. I am working my way through things. I've been using the Get It Done method by David Allen. And it's working. It's working. I've been reading the devotional Jesus Calling, or Calling Jesus, every day. It's the last thing I read before I go to bed. It just brings a level of peace to my soul at night. And for some reason, that book, no matter what year I read it, the day that I read it, it's speaking something to me that's happening that day. And there's a reason for that. So that's what I've been doing. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction, or I've been reading a lot of fiction books and one nonfiction book simultaneously. The nonfiction I usually read at lunchtime, and the fiction stuff I read at night to go to bed. If you don't know, I read a lot of Christian fiction. If you guys follow me on Goodreads, that's what you're going to see. I don't want smutty books. I just want clean books. On TV, I am loving When Calls the Heart. I ran across that show last year during my spring break. People were talking about it, and I decided to give it a try, and I watched 3 whole seasons in 1 week. I love that show. Well, season 5 just came on last Sunday, so I'm 2 episodes into season 5 now, and I cannot wait for Sunday nights, you guys. I love that power hour. We usually watch like Criminal Minds and Law and Order and stuff like that, but in lieu of everything that's been going on this week, we've just been kind of staying away from that kind of stuff. We've been watching Roseanne reruns and Golden Girls and Everybody Loves Raymond and stuff like that for some downtime. But yeah, When Calls the Heart, newest obsession. I just love that show. But I also love period time pieces. So this is right up my alley. And that's all I've got, you guys. I haven't really been filming much of anything. You know, it's tax season, getting taxes ready, and paperwork, and filing, and, just life in general. So that's where we are at. I hope you all are doing well. Please let me know below. Do you guys give me your thoughts on this homesteading thing? I am totally interested to see what you guys think about it. This is definitely going to be... Choopy wants up. This is... Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever met Choopy. This is Chewy. Yes, he is my Italian Greyhound Chihuahua mix. He's also a rescue. We've had him now for almost 3 years. He's a good boy. So that's what we are up to. That's what we're doing. That's where we're going to go forward. Today I am going to putz around the house. I'm going to enjoy my puppies. Going to bake some bread, make tomorrow's dinner, get some chores done, kick out some laundry. Hashtag adulting. And go back to work tomorrow. So hope you all are having a super day. Again, let me know down below what you think of this homesteading plan, and if you guys are interested in that or not. If you want to see the journey on here, what do you guys want to see of that stuff? And we will talk soon. Bye, friends.